connection established. Let's see, did we get any of the first moves off? Nope. Got the settler, but we lost the chariot, which is too bad. Oh, he's bidding that in, but he still loses the settler. It can't be unconverted. Once that's gone, that's gone. We did lose our spearman over here. That's okay. We're going to chop this out. We're going to actually produce the other spearman. We're going to hope that this chariot archer of his pushes in. Kill the warrior. I don't care. We got the settler done with on that. The warrior was only over there to harass anyways. Let's put shots on this compo. He's by pushing in on this side, he's left this side exposed. We can actually move in over there, so let's go do that. Let's try to soak the first hit with the brute if we can, and see how that goes in just a moment. I'm gonna take that position. Is this my scout one? Yes, it's the scout one. Any of this matter? Not really. I'm gonna want this tile chopped eventually. The city's expanded finally, so we can actually work a little tiny bit of production in this city. It's great. To check that more often. Out, huh? I'm okay with that. Could slam into here if I wanted. I could just kill that straight up. Yeah, let's kill that straight up. Oh, not quite enough. That was a low roll on the spearman. Too bad. Alright. Let's move over one. He did shoot the ware, so we can move in there if we want. Do we want? We do want. They're doing some damage to that city. Alright, roads down this way. We can get that improved and this improved. That there even. A few more options next turn. And the spearman down this way. Alright, anything I need to first move next turn? Yeah, I'd like to kill this. I'm not hugely caring about that, actually. Yeah. This is my scout archer? No. Where's my scout archer? Right there. Alright. So this is the set the spearman we pre-built. This is the existing spearman there. If we move to this tile, initially we might get shot there, but I don't really care that much. Chop that out, taking some damage on that unit, that's fine. But we have lots of units now in range of this city. Because he's aggressively pushed in there, we can actually take tiles that we wouldn't be able to take otherwise and start doing damage to this city. He really shouldn't have pushed in there. He's pushing into better hammers and better military, and he's going to get punished for it. We're going to take the city. So, good for us, but not so good for him. Alright, keep this going. Alright, happiness next turn. We are temporarily unhappy. He's trying to kill the melee unit. That's, I guess, kind of smart in the sense that I don't have any other visible units to capture there, but I'm going to be building visible units, and I have the three spearmen who are coming. The one out of here, who's basically done this turn, do that, and then the rest of them. Alright, I would like to save this archer if I can. Okay, what's gone on in here? We've grown. Yeah, we could work gold, but I'd rather work production. Move to there. Next turn we have potentially 2 units that can slam into that. And I want to save the compo if I can. Another spearman. Get into here. Alright. Out of tiles for this guy. That's actually a mistake. Should have moved this archer to there instead. Alright, first move is here. Let's try to get this guy out of the way. Another Rome-German conflict. Yep. We have an insta-heal on this archer. We're going to use that early. We're going to back this guy 1 tile. 10. And I want to slam twice into there if I can as well. Give him 8 experience. He'll actually get an insta-heal if I do that, so maybe not. Wait and see how he moves that archer. He's building me roads. Actually, what? We'll see. Okay, there's the heal. Fortify. Okay. Need this tile chopped now. That tile is a rough terrain tile and I want it out of the way. Kill the brute, but I really don't care if he kills the brute. It does nothing. Start working that spearman over. Alright, we can take these tiles. And honestly, that That, and that look pretty good. Move over here. We threaten to move to there next turn. This road done. Alright, that road's done, so we can move a unit onto the rough terrain here. Pasture coming. Alright. I am eventually going to need some buildings in this city. I don't think the time is quite yet, but let's build another compo. But I am going to want something in there, because right now we are doing nothing except spamming military, and that's so bad early, especially when it's at compos. It's just crazy how early that is. I can't actually attack this one in that position. I can move over, but I don't think there's a reason to do that this turn. He seems to be waiting for me to do my combat moves, which is a totally legit response to people having first move on you. You wait for them to do their moves, then you try to make the best of the situation that is there afterwards. And get my happiness online shortly afterwards. I'm going to chop that out still. Okay, this guy hasn't shot yet. I think I would actually like to put a shot into the city. He's going to take a while to go down, but we'll get it. Unless legions start showing up right now and I can't get enough spearmen in between the legions and my compos, and then we'll be in a bit of trouble. Still teching markets. It means I don't have libraries up in any of my cities. It means we're going to be hurting on science for this game. But we got this guy aggressing us. So what are first moves? There, who in the round of combat, watch my moves. My moves have been going off first. He may not know how to first move. Part of first moving is when you assign your commands things. But anyways, all right. Do need to run ads? I'm probably gonna do that at the end of next turn. He's decided to put a unit in there. That's fine. Probably kill that right off the bat next turn. It's a block. It's a fodder unit too. It's there to soak fire, but so be it. All right. Okay. Decided to shoot that already. Can't move in. Okay, we now have a unit adjacent to his city, which is great. Let's chop this out. It's in the way and I need production anyways. We're going to move down here and move in here. Yeah, starting to get a lot of business legions that I don't want. See? Question is, do we take the city here or not? I think we have enough units in place to start doing damage to that. First general just rolled out. Great, let's bring it down. Want a road in there. Alright, keep this pasture going. I'm going to go unhappy next turn. We screw with the production. Good. Do anything about that happiness? Yeah, I can build a circus in there. City connection will restore it too, and if we get this online, that will restore it too. Unfortunately, 2 legions have just... No, that legion actually is placed in the city. Okay. How badly does that screw us? Well, we're going to run into issues with melee units. We have 2 melee over here. He's going to start focusing those melee in all likelihood here. I'm a bit worried about this general. Get a road there. Because if there's a scout on that side, oh, the scout can't really get to me. Right. Yeah, legions, so strong. Alright, we can shoot here though. Maybe even kill it next turn with 2 shots and an attack. Let's think about the experience. So he just picked up 5 experience for attacking us. We just given him 2 more for shooting him. If we attack here, that would give him 12. But if we first move it, we can get it before the promotion. Now we just have to hope it dies. If it doesn't die, we're in some trouble. We'll general this tile. This is first move here, ready? Okay. Oh, nope, we didn't get first move there. So a bunch of our attacks went off that didn't register.
Server group assigned.
We'll take that heal first. Come on, heal first. Oh, wow, it just fucking survived at 1 health. That really sucks. That's going to be a big change of tempo there for that, unfortunately. Alright, where is my general? Road there. See the insta-heal now for the 50 heal in the middle of that? We didn't want that. Let's put a shot into that. Okay, I'm happy again. That's probably what happened to the growth. We could have prevented that growth. Suddenly the situation has just changed. We were just saying we were in good shape unless those legions showed up, and the legions have just showed up. We need another round of melee units. unfortunately. You guys are seeing the power of Rome right now. Put a unit down. Have to back out of this temporarily. He's got his first general out too. That's unfortunate. It means this war is going to go a lot longer now. Really, really too bad. Alright, can we do anything to kill that unit? Probably not. What do we want to do about this? Looks like a good game. No, it's not a good game. It does prevent our ability to take that city right off the bat. We just lost like 3 or 4 composites from pushing into that. It's the Legion timing. We're going to need something to counter legions. Currency is fine. We'll have to get into writing. This is going to be a... But this style of war with this many units this early tends to drag out for the rest of the game. It's going to put us in a very, very weak position compared to everybody else in the game right now. We need to get some units out of here. Unfortunately, first move failed for us that last turn. First move sometimes does rotate. But we're negative gold. We're negative we're not negative science, but we're not making shit for science. We're not able to produce anything for that. We're not actually able to grow our cities right now. So I need you to back up. Let's back up. Well, you're fine for now. See what happens. Yeah, people spamming wonders that I'd really like to be building too. Alright. Back up one tile. You don't need to be in range of the city at the moment. Either purchase that tile or grow into that, either one. Don't need to lose the worker quite yet. So let's not. Back up. Okay, let's get a road in there. Too bad for the spearmen. General. Road there is fine. Let's get a run. Going in. Horsemen, which was originally a capture unit. And composites, chariots, things like that. Great. Wait. That's less than ideal. Let's work that. I think catapults are trash. What about ballistas? They're better than catapults by quite a bit. They're a lot more, lot tankier, and are going to stay around on the field a lot longer. But they're still not very good. See, what it is currently is I don't have an answer to legions. The city's well placed. It's difficult to attack into, and I don't have a military answer towards 2 legions. So, and we just lost a bunch of compos pushing into that, which is pretty annoying too. I can't get a luxury because I don't have duplicate luxuries, and I still haven't met any other players, which is all pretty painful as well. Might be good to try to sneak a scout out. Like the tank's right there. I need to meet. I need to find some natural wonders for the happiness boost. So, I'm getting pressured from Ethiopia's religion over there, and I'm getting pressured from Rome's religion over here. I actually want Rome's religion to spread, even though it gives them the gold to upgrade those warriors into legions. It's still going to be fairly beneficial for me. All right, and I really kind of want that online too, but I don't see a way I'm going to get that happening. Twinson's already like trying to get in on it. All right, do you need to run ads, guys? See you in 6 seconds. Alright, turn around over. There's nothing immediate that I need to do this turn. Let's finish our road connection. He has put points in honor, so he's likely going to be ahead of me culturally. As he gains culture from these kills. He's honor 3 already. It's too bad. Alright, we're now very negative gold. Nothing to be done about that, unfortunately. And unhappy, which we need to fix. We need to get a worker to the eastern side of our empire. We need to improve these tiles. This guy can do it. The general would be good to get into the city. Move it closer for now. Alright. And if this suddenly is going to be a war that goes more than the turns we've been looking at here, I have to be working that really badly. Need to think about what we're going to do for that. We need that worker, or that scout. Sneak a scout in here. Probably. Look, yeah, army score is a little disturbing though. Little mine here. We've opened these tiles up. It might be a mistake. Maybe not. It's kind of opened on our side, not his side. But still. We don't have engineering yet. We can't build forts. We have a road coming up there already. I don't think this worker has a task right now. We need blocker units that can deal with this, and we don't really have them. Shots into that, it does just kind of level it. Look at, so the combat strength of the Legion is 17, which in this era is really, really, really powerful. I think I'd rather prevent the scout from doing anything over here. It's going to need to be walls. The city is fairly isolated in terms of getting more defensive stuff to it. We're going to have to deal with Rome. Sucks. Alright. You don't want to be in wars in the compo era if you can help it whatsoever, because it's just going to leave you very vulnerable for the rest of the game. I really like to work the culture. To finish up Liberty, I could do a general off Liberty, which is a very short-term strategy, or I could do Happiness Wonder would be amazing, but I don't see how I'm ever going to get to a tech for a wonder before someone else already has it. So engineer, scientist, or general. Our science is getting hosed actually right now by gold, not by tech itself, and that's not likely to change, so it may be pointless. What's his negative gold? Yeah, he's negative 30 gold per turn. That's a huge army, but he's getting supplied by his religion, the gold. He's getting gold from his religion converting cities, my cities, which kind of sucks. Alright, let's get the city connection done. Alright, that way. That way. Come on. Turns rolled over. We're getting a little bit of delay. Someone dropping. I don't have ping to Super Hans anymore. It's bad. Tank's disconnected. Great. See if he can hot join. He may not be able to.
Whoops.
Hopefully he'll be back shortly. Says he can hot join, so it should be fine. Alright, this city with the walls gets a lot harder to take. City needs a blocker unit. I probably need a walls in there too.
Tank's capital is outrageous.
Egypt has a really nice start by us. I have Rome suiciding into me over here, so I'm not going to be a factor this game. Good luck stopping Tank.
I'm just happy that Tank seems to be fine building wonders and not bothering me.
Tank plays the later game. Alright, we need to sneak into stables in the city. We're going to have to start worrying about our long-term production. All of our cities are stable cities except Munich. It really sucks that we're losing. We don't have 8 of our happiness online here. That's a lot of happiness not to have when we have as the 5 cities. Maybe I'll hot join. We might have to get a reload out of this. Alright guys, so the position of this game is really poor for us. Not so much the war. The war is a little poor right now. He had that very nice set of the legions coming out when they did were the exact problem we called it before it happened. It's unfortunate the timing didn't quite work out. We looked like we were going to get the city ahead of time, but it wasn't quick enough. And now we have to deal with legions, and legions are going to be useful up through crossbows, right? They're going to be useful until basically muskets, right? That's when they're going to be strong enough to be useful store. Alright, city's grown. Yeah, whatever, just work that slightly better. Unhappy for one more turn, and we'll fix the happiness issue. We need to get markets up, markets for gold, so we don't choke on our science doesn't choke to death, which it currently is. I need to escort over this way with the worker. I need to go meet people. I need duplicate luxuries. I can't actually lux trade right now, which is too bad. What's going on here, though? We need Tank to get back in the game. So this is actually.
Do you want to reload the game?
Let's give him like another 10 or 20 seconds to like see if he's gonna at least start joining.
Okay.
He messaged me, said he'd hot join, but I haven't seen him in yet. Yeah, I guess let's host a reload.
User entered your channel.
Right. But yeah, it's going to be very painful to try to get back into the real game here because Tank is sim sitting as Egypt right now, right? And Twinson is looking for, as I said, kind of the start of the game. Twinson's going to be looking for Polynesia to go. So we'll see. We'll see.
User disconnected from your channel.
Our opponent has full honor right now. And I really don't know yet if I want the general or if I want the extra general off Liberty or if I want the scientist. Scientist is going to help me get crossbows sooner. But if I don't get my my gold per turn stabilized, I'm not going to get the crossbows anyways.
It's open.
Ah, Jasper. Don't underestimate him, Lek. Well, I wish he would be a better player and not fucking throw both our games right at the start. That would be easier, Lek. I'll beat him eventually. I'll deal with Roman legions. It will suck. Rome's a really strong early game civ, as per normal. We'll see. All right. Caravans are important. I could get a caravan out. That would help the gold per turn problem. Absolutely. Start talking to my neighbors too. Not for aid in my war, but potentially getting up some friendly relationships with Chiz would be good. When it needs something. The happiness is. It sucks. I don't have any duplicate luxuries at all, so I can't lux trade. And two of my happiness options are currently out of bounds because of the way the cities are settled. So. Sup, Hype? Double Drop sub for the 10th month in a row. Thank you very much for continued support. Double Drop. I know I have not yet welcomed you to FilthyRobot Army, so let's do that right now. And cheers, man. Thank you very much for the continued support. We have up to 73 out of 80. Go from there. Oh, Steam is not working for Tank right now. He's gonna partner with Dr. Chiz. That's right, that's right, Woody. We'll get the old knife in the back. We watched him last game. We already have we're already beginning to build our mental kind of picture of him as a player, right? As Chiz as a player. Last time it was like pretend to ally one guy, then backstab him. We'll keep that in mind as we make our tentative outreaches to him. So, what's the mid and long term plan now?
Baby.
That's right. We know what to expect. We'll cuddle up to the Viper, right?
You just know you're playing with the tiger, baby. When you play with the tiger, you might get bit.
It's alright though. No, long-term strategy: rap battle with Dr. Chiz for the fucking win. I think that's the long-term plan. But seriously, what are we gonna do about this right now? The problem is that you can't think of it like that in terms of Civ, right? So we tried the non-costly out, right? We offered peace to Rome before any of this shit went down. Basically, you know, he tried that shit where he stole our settler, he tried to steal our worker, he tried to kill our archer. He's you know, we hadn't yet bought his tiles. We're basically like, okay, here's peace. If you want peace, you can have peace. He doesn't want peace. What this means is I can't ignore him. And I can't think about the long-term goals of winning the game, which are going to be setting up my infrastructure and my economy to be relevant when I have the immediate threat right now that requires all my hammers. So I can't think about the long-term goal quite yet. I have to immediately deal with the short-term problem before I can do that. I can, in the back of my mind, go, yeah, I need production, I need gold. That's why I'm doing things like teching for markets and trying to sneak in production and happiness buildings in my cities when I can. But really, right now, probably what I'm going to end up doing is I'm probably going to end up settling another city. I'll drop down another trade route. I'll do the trade route. The trade route will give me some gold per turn, so my science isn't quite as crushed. And then I can maybe leech some science from the trade route as well, possibly with Ethiopia. And then I will potentially plop another city up to the northeast a little bit. The goal being just to get a duplicate Lux. I think there's 2 whales up there, and to get a little bit more production. I'm going to have to get the pikeman to deal with fucking legions. And again, it's because he has a 17 combat strength unit at the same time that I have 11 combat strength units, which is really painful. And I won't be able to push in into legions plus a city that's as protected as that, plus the rough terrain, plus the walls before crossbows. So what this means is I'm going to be fighting defensively until crossbows, and then at crossbows, we'll see if we can push into this. But what it means is my game is now very much focused on this and only this, and I don't have a way around it. If he had accepted the diplomatic out of being like, okay, he tried to kill my worker, he got a settler, yeah, he lost his truffles for that, okay, we're done, then we can both be relevant to the game. But as it is right now, neither of us will be relevant to the game. And I will do my best to make sure that if he tries to be relevant to the game through killing me, that isn't going to happen. Or I won't. I'll do my best not to let that happen. But then again, he's got legions, so for example, I can lose that southern city to legions if that can happen. So we'll see. We'll see. Long-winded answer to that question, but it's a complicated question, right? Like you can't just. I can't be competing with players who aren't at war while I'm at war if the war drags on forever and it's not a war, it's not a timing push, right? In Civ, the wars you want to do are timing pushes. You want to do things where like, okay, you want the war to be as least costly to you as possible while giving you the most long-term benefit. And this type of war right now with compos and spearmen in this era is not one of those wars. Power roams hammers. I don't know exactly. He has a hammer pantheon, which is annoying. And he probably has barracks production now, which is going to boost his hammers. If I had to guess, I'd put him at
User joined your channel.
well, if I'm still first, I'd put him at third, but I'm not actually I doubt I'm still first anymore. I think probably Tank is going to be first here. But Tank looks like he's having issues.
There we go.
Cool. Start already? You can't just click start. We're waiting on people to rejoin the game. How long does it take for a donation to go through? Am I getting donations I'm not seeing again? I just got a donation.
This game's so much fun because it's so buggy.
Yeah, for sure. I did just get a donation from Raging Donkeys. This has been watching for a while and I really enjoyed the stream. Great appearance on PKA yesterday. You made a great guest there. Hope you can make it back on. Could you please name a city? I'm a down cow. I'm down cow? Sure. We can definitely do that. I know, and it seems like it would be, I guess, I have none of the technical prowess to answer this question, but it seems like it should be a fairly reasonable priority to have a stable multiplayer in games because it just adds to their like infinite replayability if you can be playing multiplayer. But it is frustrating that isn't something that's been fixed.
Agreed.
They're spending all their time focusing on making Beyond Earth a worthy game.
And for whatever reason, my fucking notifier is not working again today. Just super painful. I mean, I could take the time. I could take the time to reboot again.
I don't know. But I guess the expansion to that's going to have something to do with the oceans. Focused on the oceans a lot. So I don't know. That game was, I don't know. It just didn't click with me. Something about it's just not rooted in anything real world. I'll volunteer to sub for Tank.
Yeah, me too, right?
He has, I don't know, 5 or 6 nice wonders. He's got Petra Rock and tons of desert hills.
I can't say no to that, Delnar. If you want to try messing with mods to make it better. I'm locked in a medieval not medieval, a classical war. So I'm plus scrap because then I get a game where I don't have someone suiciding into me from fucking turn 20.
You'll hear no complaints to me from me. I've got 4 cities, but I'm just totally blocked in by Polynesia to my north, and I really don't want to war them, and I certainly don't want to go to war with Egypt.
All right. Well, let's see if we can get a new game out of that. I'd like a different position from this, but we'll see. If we need to find a sub for that, we can.
I mean, I'm relatively happy, but I'm down for whatever.
I assume you guys are up for another game if this one scraps.
Always.
Of course.
All right, great.
We were playing 6 hours ago.
And actually, I'm surprised that Rome wants to push this in. He must be extremely confident at how this war is going to end. Because I don't see how he thinks he's relevant to this game.
He's just suicide bombing, right?
I mean, he tried to snag a worker and then didn't, and then I offered him peace and he didn't take it, and now we're warring with Campos, legions, and fucking spearmen. Like, if he has any infrastructure in his cities, I'd be very surprised, and I certainly am going to have very, very little. So I won't be relevant to the game. Delnar, we really need to hook you up with Not Q, because Not Q has been doing some stuff looking at first move issues, so that'd be pretty cool. Why no music? Because I upload my stuff to YouTube. We gotta school him. Go either way. Right, well, we're in the No Quitters group. I don't really want to be dragged into a long game like this, but I can do it if we have to. We need to find a sub. It sounds like Lek can sub. I'll find him. Lek's a strong player. Maybe Lek can just win in the medieval era, and then we can get a game then.
He probably could.
Oh, we got this guy telling me that's not what happened. We got this guy. You guys watching from stream? This guy's telling me what the sequence of events we've just described is not what happened. Okay, well, we'll deal with this shit. We'll survive legions, and then we'll deal with crossbows, and then we'll finish this game. Yep, Donar, we can certainly talk about that. Send me some Twitch messages, and maybe we can sort out that stuff. We would love to have any mods that increase the stability of the game, because the game is currently not very stable. So that'd be fantastic. All right. We need someone to hot join. Maybe Twinson can. I find it hilarious that the Roman player right now is going to claim that's not the sequence of events. I wonder if he realizes, he's like, tell it to your groupies, but I'm also streaming, so that means the sequence of events is recorded. So
all of those groupies saw that.
Yes, it's gonna be tough to argue with that. All right. Thank you, Matter.